Hey guys, congratulations on purchasing your brand new barrel sauna. Now before you get stuck into building it, there are a few pieces of cedar that you need to oil first, as we supply the cedar completely unoiled. So first off, you're going to want to oil the cradle bases. That's the 1, 2, 3 cradle base supports underneath the sauna, and the support links that join them together. So fully oil those. The next one up is the staves. So every stave needs to be oiled, but you have to make sure that you're only oiling the exterior surfaces of the staves. You don't want to oil, obviously, the interior surface. Next up is the front and back wall. Now these parts are supplied in separate parts, so make sure you lay them out and oil only the exterior facing surfaces as well. Check the installation guide to help you determine which is the front and back of those parts. The other ones are the outdoor bench seat and the bench seat leg, the floor panel, the towel rack, cup holder, door handle lock, and any other little pieces that you see that are exterior facing. There's also the capping for the sauna. This one doesn't have the capping installed, but you can see it here on our hut sauna. That exists on the front and the back of the barrel sauna, and that's both sides you want to oil. That's all there is to it. Once you've got that oiled, you can get into building it.
To begin the sauna installation, lay out the 3 cradle bases and the cradle base support lengths. Take some time to note the dowels at the ends of the support lengths and where they will fit into the grooves at the sides of the cradles. The double-sided base support screw is used to connect the end cradle base supports to the support lengths. The longer single-threaded bolt is used between the center cradle base support. Slide the 2 long bolt threads through each side of the center cradle so that an equal amount of thread pokes out on each side. If you use a tool to assist pushing the bolt through, be careful not to damage the thread. Slot all 4 cradle support lengths onto the 4 bolt ends on either side of the center cradle. You should see thread emerging from each of the pre-created holes. There are 4 double-ended screws for the end cradle base supports. Screw part A with the broad screw thread into the end cradle so bolt end part B is left sticking out. Secure the cradle support lengths by placing the half moon steel washer, standard washer, and nut onto each thread appearing in the pre-created hole on the side. Tighten the nut using a socket set. Make sure each support length is tightly fixed to the cradle bases. Use a tool with a 90-degree edge to make sure each support sits square to the cradle. Start by locating the bottom stave. The stave should be labelled but will have 2 vent holes pre-drilled in it. Fit the bottom stave into the centre of the cradle bases using the provided dowels and screw it into the cradle bases using 3 4x40mm screws. Note that there are no pre-drilled holes. Use a tool with a 90-degree angle to ensure the cradles are sitting square with the bottom stave. Lay 6 staves either side of the secured bottom stave. This is a total of 12 added staves. Use a rubber mallet to gently tap the staves together. Ensure the staves are evenly centered in the cradle base and line up flush with the ends of the fixed bottom stave. Use 36 4x40mm screws to fix these additional 12 staves across the 3 cradle base supports. This equates to 3 screws total per stave, 1 screw into each cradle. Note that there are no pre-drilled holes. Lay out the back panels parts 1, 2 and 3 flat on the ground with the pre-installed bench supports right side up. The vent hole will identify where the bottom of the back panel is. Secure these panels together using 4 5x70mm screws into the pre-drilled holes at the top and the bottom of the panel. Measure the distance of the groove in the staves and apply this measurement to the top and bottom of the back panel. This measurement gives you an idea of how far to set the panel set securing pieces in from the edge. Secure the panel set securing pieces down with 22 4x40mm screws. Before moving on and securing the front panels together, consideration must be made for the wiring of the sauna light. A cable channel is provided in front panel part 3 as shown here. A placeholder cable should be fed through the light hole and installed flush into the cable channel before screwing the front panel assembly together. The cable needs to exit out through a stave at the bottom of the sauna. To achieve this, place the front panel part 2, which is the door frame, into position on the staves and make sure it's centered evenly. Pencil a mark as a guide onto the corresponding bottom stave. Then remove the panel and drill a 20mm hole down through the stave to underneath the sauna. Secure the front panel assembly together using 5x70mm screws into the pre-drilled locations at the top and bottom of the front panel. Add 2 more screws inside the door frame to join it to front panel part 1. Applying the indent measurement you previously took from the groove in the staves, screw the 2 remaining panel set securing pieces onto the top and bottom of the front panel using 4x30mm screws. Before adding the front and back panel onto the staves, ensure the base section is level. You may need to use packing strips or shims to even it out. Install the front and back panel assemblies into the grooves at their respective ends. Ensure the panels are centered and level by using a spirit level across the bench seat supports. To help hold up the panels, you can temporarily fix them by using screws from the underside of the staves. With the front and back panels in place, install 9 more staves onto either side of the barrel. Use a rubber mallet as you go to gently tighten up the staves. Use 3x30mm screws to fix these 18 new staves one by one to the front and back panels. Please note in this video you can see the screws being added to the center of the staves. However, the best positioning for the screw should be across the top edges as seen here. This allows for some movement when adding additional staves, particularly when it comes to the final top stave fitting in. Next, install 16 more staves on either side of the barrel, but do not fix them in with screws yet. You will need wiggle room to place the last stave as it is designed to be a tight fit. Use a rubber mallet to gently tighten up the staves as you progress, and you're going to want to have a couple of extra people to hold these staves in place so they don't fall out. The final gap will be filled with the top stave, which is available in 2 different stave sizes. Due to natural swelling or shrinking of the cedar, one piece is likely to fit better than the other, so choose accordingly. Place your chosen stave into the gap by lifting the surrounding pieces upwards to create a small arch around it. Gently push down and use a rubber mallet to lightly tap it into place and round out the staves evenly. Grab the steel straps and use the following technique to rebend them so they curl the correct way. Take 3 of the straps and place them underneath the sauna, silver side up. The other 3 straps should be placed over the sauna with silver side down, ready to be connected together. Note the assembly of the strap tightening system and undo the thread, nuts and bolts. Place it together as follows. Loosely place the nuts onto the thread, so to leave length for the straps to reach the other side of the sauna. Now repeat on the other side of the strap. Space the straps evenly across the sauna and make sure the strap tightening system sits towards the lower half of the sauna. For positioning the steel straps, the front and back strap should cover over the screw holes made when applying the staves. The middle strap should be centered evenly between the outer straps. The strap tightening systems should also sit in line and should be positioned in the lower half of the sauna so they don't get in the way of the bitumen roofing. Now with the steel straps in position, tighten them up using a socket set or a socket drill bit accessory. Add the dome nut to the top and bottom of the thread. Lightly tighten with a socket set. Tightening the straps may have sent some of the staves out of line, so correct them back into position using the rubber mallet. Stand the glass door on a soft surface and assemble the door hinges. Fasten the screws more tightly with an Allen key. Place the door and hinges into the grooves provided in the door frame. The hinges are screwed in with 4x30mm screws. Slot the 2 nodes of the door handle through the holes in the glass provided. Slot the handle piece through the pre-drilled hole and connect to the locking bar. Secure the lock bar to the handle with 2 3x25mm screws. Fix the additional outside bench support beams to sit adjacent to the pre-installed support beam on the front wall. Repeat for the opposite side of the sauna. Connect an outdoor bench support leg to the outdoor bench seat using the provided dowels. Now place the outdoor bench seat onto the supports. Secure the outdoor bench seat into the bench supports using 4 4x40mm screws. Screw down in between the gaps so the screw is hidden. Next, secure the outdoor bench leg using two 4x40mm screws while keeping the bench seat level. Repeat for the other bench seat. Place the indoor bench seat inside the sauna, resting on the two pre-installed bench supports at the front and back panels. Secure the bench with 4x40mm screws, two screws at either end of the bench. Slot the indoor bench legs into the base of each indoor bench seat using the provided dowels. Secure the legs to the bottom of the barrel staves with two 4x40mm screws per leg. Add an inside bench support beam on the underside of the bench seat in the centre. Screw in with two 4x40mm screws. Repeat for the other bench seat. Align the towel rack at your desired height on the front wall. Next, align the shelf at the same height as the towel rack and screw in place with two 4x40mm screws. Place the outside floor panel in front of the glass door, ensuring it sits level before securing it with two 4x40mm screws in the pre-drilled holes. Piece together the heater fence using four 6x35mm dome head screws. Then place the heater fence against the back panel of the sauna, level against the lower support brace. Secure it in place with four 4x40mm sharpened head screws. After unboxing the heater, attach the heater back panel to the main heater unit. Slide the back panel up into the rear side of the heater. To find the vertical height, align the top edge of the back of the heater unit with the top of the fence. Mark a pencil line where the heater back panel naturally rests against the wall of the sauna. Remove the heater back panel from your main heater unit. Then hold it against the reference mark you made with your pencil. Attach it with six 4x30mm screws, 3 each side, to secure the panel in place. These screws are provided with the sauna heater. Slide the main heater unit into place over the heater back panel, ensuring the grooves of the back panel are locked into the heater tight. Then secure the heater into the heater back panel with one 3x25mm screw provided with the sauna heater. Place the vents into the pre-drill holes around the sauna. Next, place two floor panels inside and fix down with two 4x40mm screws per panel using the pre-drilled holes. Add backrests onto the bench seats where you wish. Next, count the 16th stave up from the bottom stave on each side of the sauna and pencil a mark for the triangular roof beam. Fasten each beam with 5 3x30mm screws across the length of the sauna on each side. Next, install the bitumen roofing. Follow the pattern guide found in the installation manual. To help attach the bitumen to the sauna roof, you can use a staple gun to hold each layer in place before screwing it in. Fasten the bitumen to the sauna roof using 3 by 16mm screws, 1 per hexagonal base edge. This will usually equate to 7 screws per row. Use a caulking gun to apply waterproof silicone between the last 2 rows and underneath the final pieces that cover the very top of the sauna. This will help prevent water seepage. Be generous with the amount of silicone used and use your discretion on exactly where to apply. Install the front and back capping using 4 by 40mm screws. Start with capping piece number 1 in the dead center of the barrel and follow the numbered pattern outwards.